The question is, a ray of light incident at angle theta on refracting face of a prism emerges from the other normally. If the angle of the prism is 30 degree and the prism is made up of a material of refractive index 1.5, the angle of incidence we have to find. First, look at this. This is the angle of incidence I, which is highlighted with red color. And now I am showing here the angle of deviation. So this is the light which is passing in a straight line, and finally this is the angle which is known as delta. So you can see here, this is the line direct, and what we can say, without any deviation, this is the line if there is no prism in the path. And second color I am taking here, purple is already written, red. Second line is the line of normal. So this is the angle I, and this is the angle which is I plus R. So I can write here the angle I is equal to theta, it is given in the question, and theta is equal to delta plus R. So this is the condition here in this question. We know that the angle of deviation is equal to mu minus 1 multiplied by A, and mu is already given to us. It is how much? 1.5 minus 1 multiplied by angle of prism is given to us 30 degree. So it can be solved like this: 30 degree multiplied by 1 upon 2. So answer comes out 15 degree. Correct. So this is the value of angle of deviation. But in this question we have to find angle of incidence, incidence, which is equal to angle I, and we know that the value of I is delta plus R. Already we have calculated here the value of delta. Now I am making one more figure here just for your convenience. This is the prism, okay, and this is one normal, this is another normal, and here is the incident ray of light. This is incident ray of light, and it will bend towards the normal, and again from here refraction will takes place, and again the light ray will bend away from the normal. So this is the condition. So here we can see this one is angle R1, and on the right side this is the angle R2, and we know that angle of prism A is equal to R1 plus R2. Correct. Then next is, here in this condition R2 value is 0 because the light is following the path of normal, so the value of R2 will be 0. So we can write here in the right side the angle I is equal to delta plus R, and A is equal to R1 plus R2. R1 is R which we have to find, so right here this is the value R, and R2 is 0 degree, and this is value of A. So we can say here R is equal to angle of prism, and angle of prism is how much? 30 degree, and put this result in this equation. So I is equal to delta plus R, and delta we already calculated, 15 plus R is how much? 30 degrees. So the value of angle of incidence comes out 45 degree.